rare event. A Liverpool pass going astray. And Brian Rice is the man on the ball for Forest. There's Steve McMahon, Beardsley to his right, Aldridge and Barnes making their runs to the left. It's such a mobile forward line, this. The opposition don't know where the next threat is coming from. Beardsley. Free kick, surely. Gillespie is forward. Barnes has gone across to join Houghton. Houghton leaves it for Barnes. And away by Webb. Well played by Glover to Rice. Hanson's header back. Houghton to Barnes. Oh, Beardsley! Corner. Great stop by Steve Sutton. Wonderful save. Barnes to Beardsley. A rifled shot. And a very good tip over. Here's Barnes. And with half an hour gone, for them to make it two. Gillespie. They come from all angles. And Forest managing to repel them. Here's Webb, a good ball. Crosby. Webb. And Clough. And Grobbelaar able to make the save, but Nigel Clough struck that well. And full marks to Forest. Showing that they too can break out of a defensive position to threaten. Nigel Clough has one quality that Peter Beardsley also has. And Grobbelaar certainly was extended there by the young centre forward. Nicol. Foster covering the through ball to Aldridge. Chettle. Webb, and Clough was the player on the left. Well seen by Webb. Just a bit too much to do with the bounce of the ball, but some of the passing from both teams tonight is of the highest order. It was Webb who appreciated where Clough was, even though he was, what, 40 or 50 yards away. Good understanding. First off, beaten out by Sutton, Barnes' left foot hit the post. And a word too about Nigel Spackman, who played the initial ball at the start of that move, which really set McMahon on his way. Good team play again by the league leaders. To Beardsley. Foster's header out. Chettle. Nicol. space in the way. Spackman. Aldridge. Pearce. Now Forrest with a break on. Glover's got Clough to his right. And Rice behind him. Pearce. Wilson. Pearce continues his run. Spackman. Barnes. Clough again. Never stops working, looking for positions. But Barnes too is at that tight now. This is Spackman. McMahon. Oh. McMahon's having an absolutely marvellous night. Indeed, he's played so well recently, it's only underlining the form that he's been showing for many, many months. Full of appetite and indeed full of incentive with the European Championship looming up. 10 minutes left in the first half at Anfield. Liverpool lead Nottingham Forest by 1-0. Des Walker is not at full throttle, but he is not doing well to carry on in a defence which itself is under a considerable amount of scrutiny as Liverpool pile players forward from all angles. Hooked in by Beardsley. Aldridge is there. Crosby, a familiar part of the Forest pattern. He loves to knock it out to the right wing. Beardsley, he seems to be able to find space and find Aldridge. And that is another superb Liverpool goal. Peter Beardsley made it, John Aldridge scored it, and as with everything Liverpool do, it looks simple, but it was of a quite stupendous quality. Beardsley in his own half here, hits the ball, 30 yards into the path of Aldridge, who just jogs it past the keeper to make it 2-0. 37 minutes, and John Aldridge scores his 26th of the season. Beardsley with one of the best passes that you will see anywhere, anytime. Well, what are they going to produce next? Offside Aldridge. John Aldridge has now managed to score against Nottingham Forest in all 3 meetings. Courtesy there of this man, Beardsley. And now he goes alone. Still Beardsley. Hit the bar. Barnes. Applause will echo round Anfield, and it's all for Peter Beardsley. But Liverpool don't rest on their laurels. Instead, they come again with McMahon. He's looking for a free kick against Pearce, and it's been given. Well, there have been so many high points of this Liverpool season, and there's so many goals to enjoy again. But there was one that didn't quite finish in the back of the net. But what led up to it? Individual skill that nowhere in the world surely. Would you see better? Beardsley at his best. Barnes can curl it maybe from here. Short, Beardsley's flick, Houghton! There are so many alternatives. Barnes goes for the low one to Beardsley, the little flick it, and Houghton close, and McMahon foiled by Pearce. Gillespie makes a run across. And here's McMahon. Well, Forrest just relieved to stem the tide. Devastating, this Liverpool football. No wonder the crop is singing. Down the 25 years of success they've had here, I don't think there's been a better team, surely. Certainly not one with so much variety and invention. 5 minutes left in the first half. Liverpool 2, Forest 0. And no doubt who the masters are tonight. Houghton, McMahon, Nicol up on the right. They're coming from everywhere. He's not fully fit, but Beardsley is. Still Beardsley. And Webb having to go back to sort it out. Walker is handicapped, but that's no excuse in the sense that no one will want to take anything away from the way Liverpool are playing. Hansen, it's almost exhibition stuff. And a desperate tackle by Steve Chettle, I think, deprived the Liverpool captain. Here's McMahon. Barnes. Oh, McMahon, he's put Aldridge in! Pearce prevents what would have been another memorable goal. Could you believe the dummy by McMahon? Sheer instinct. And Aldridge just unable to finish it off. The ground full of appreciation. Barnes. Nottingham Forest are doing their best, but what can they do against this tidal wave? Nicol forward, Aldridge, Houghton. If they got their finishing right, Liverpool might have been 6 up. Well, even the bench surely can enjoy the quality of the play here, as well as checking the watch and making sure that Liverpool stick at it.
Yours, dig it! It's yours, dig it! Ball!
Foul. Nottingham Forest at last have an opportunity to set things up in the Liverpool half. Chettle. Clough. Webb and Foster are both forward. And bear in mind, Forrest did come from 2 goals behind on Saturday to get 1 back, so they won't regard this as a lost cause. Just interrupts the flow slightly, but nearly all the play has been in that Nottingham Forest half. Barnes, that's they've got the ball off him. Crosby. Man. Stoppage time at the end of the first half, and Forest will be pleased to hear the whistle, I would imagine. At least they're looking at them in their dressing room. Hansen. Rare touch for Grobbelaar, although he did make one very good save from Nigel Clough, lest we forget. Something close to a 45-minute football fantasy. Ray Houghton was at the heart of it. John Aldridge was often on the end of it. And Peter Beardsley was just unbelievable. Liverpool applauded off. But even having seen many performances this season, that in itself was something above and beyond, well appreciated by a crowd who see them go off the field 2-0 up, but it could have been many more. '19-year-old Darren Russell comes on at half-time in place of Des Walker, who had a recurrence of his ankle injury early in the first half and soldiered on until half-time under quite a handicap. There was a quote from the Real Madrid coach Leo Beenhakker at the weekend when Hugo Sanchez scored an amazing goal in Spain. And Beenhakker said they should have blown the whistle, finished the match, taken the teams off and cracked the champagne because it was that good, nobody could follow it. Well, if Aldridge goes on scoring goals like the one tonight and the one last Saturday, they'll think about doing that at Liverpool. It has been champagne stuff virtually all through the season. However, Nottingham Forest will do their best to make a match of this. There's Wilson. There's Spatman. There's Wassell. Spatman. That's a good one. He was caught by Chettle there. It's going to be a free kick in very dangerous John Barnes territory because he tends to whip them in a bit from there. Gillespie comes forward. Foster gets it out. Barnes free on the left wing from Ablett's pass. Gillespie still forward. Barnes and Chettle. Still Barnes. In the end, it was Wilson sticking to the task. Clough to Webb. Nicol. Looks for Aldridge, offside. Rice's header. Glover. And Rice again. Crosby's coming in from the far side. Clough's at the near post. Alan Hansen's clearance, corner. Foster is forward. And there he is, in fact. Back again with Rice. And a corner again. And here comes Wilson. Aldridge. The best of clearances. This is Rice. Pearce. And Glover. Lee Glover, 17 years old still, one of the promising Forest youngsters, and while we're talking about that, they're rebuilding, or rather I should say building for the future, with the likes of Nigel Jameson and Gary Parker having been signed and yet to come into the side. Here's Webb. I think Forest will see this season as part of the learning process for their young team, but it could reasonably be expected to end with perhaps second place in the First Division. Could be a battle between them and Manchester United. But for his team, the Championship beckons. Spackman. Webb. Crosby to Clough. He'll want the return, Gary Crosby. He's got Glover inside him, so Webb as well. And with a bit more experience, this lad will prove himself quite a handful, as he has on occasions already. With Aldridge. This is Glover. Webb. Wilson. Yes. Quite a spirited start here by Forest to the half. This is Clough. And it was Houghton that got that to make a goal kick's been given, which seems to rise Nigel Clough. I have to say, from my rather long-range position, it surprised me a bit. Neil Webb put a lovely ball through. Nigel Clough was onside. Perhaps he felt he was fouled. Here's Crosby. Chettle. I'm sure Brian Clough said something like, don't stand back and admire Liverpool, get at them a bit, because that appears to be the pattern now. Here's Nigel Clough. McMahon, back into Barnes. Ablett. Barnes and Wilson. To Beardsley. Foster's with him to throw. Foster clears. Forest finding a bit of space now. This is Webb. Wilson. And Neil Webb slipped, and that gave McMahon possession. On to Spackman and now Houghton. Spackman again. Barnes takes over. It's a lovely ball. McMahon out. Was it? Oh, and apparently not. The linesman's in a far better position than me. This is Glover, fouled by Gillespie. And then by Spackman, actually, after the decision had been given. Good touch, Wilson. Barnes to Gary Ablett. Aldridge. Beardsley. Oh, Ablett's offside. Actually scored the first senior goal of his career against Forest, Gary Ablett, in this corresponding match last season when Liverpool won 3-0, and he was hopeful of putting them up 3-0 up this year when he joined the attack there. Wilson. Clough, maybe conscious Forest that Liverpool did lose a 2-goal lead in their last home match here on Easter Monday. They were 3-1 up against Manchester United, playing, it seemed, terribly well, and then finished up sharing the points in a 3-3 draw. So just wonder whether Forest might be able to carve something out for themselves here, to being on the receiving end for so much of the first half. We've been playing 10 minutes in the second. Rice. Webb. And now Barnes. Just sit back and enjoy this. Aldridge. McMahon. This is Darren Russell. Terry Wilson's made a forward run, and so too has Glover. Spackman. Forward by Ablett, onto Foster's head. Spackman, back to Gillespie. Only Aldridge forward at the moment. And referee decides that Glover caught Gillespie as he had the shot. So it's going to be a free kick to Liverpool. Nickel. And Houghton. Aldridge is in there. So is Beardsley here. Beardsley. Good save by Sutton. Beardsley denied after more trickery in the penalty box. Spinning virtually on a sixpence there. Barnes working it to Houghton. Aldridge. Gillespie! Decisive finish. And the move so fast from the corner that all Steve Sutton had done earlier was wiped out in another bewildering piece of Liverpool football. No wonder the goalkeeper shakes his head. How do you cater for this? Worked in from the left. And after 58 minutes, Gary Gillespie makes it 3-0. Gillespie's second goal in consecutive home games. He scored against Manchester United. Now here's McMahon. Ray Houghton was again instrumental in that move. And isn't that again a Liverpool trademark? The opposition perhaps just slightly relaxed with a sigh of relief after the goalkeeper had done so well to prevent Beardsley scoring in the first place. Within a matter of seconds, the ball is in the back of the net anyway. Webb. Well, it was 3-0 here last year. You have to go back an awful long way to the end of the 60s, no less, to find a Nottingham Forest victory in the league at Anfield. Side against John Aldridge. Liverpool will have respect for the way Nigel Clough has played against them, even though it would appear, as on Saturday, he's going to be on the losing side. Certainly, everything he's done has been neat and purposeful. McMahon to Beardsley. Corner to Liverpool. Played short to Barnes. Here comes Nickel. And this is Glover. But Forest can't keep possession for long enough to get players out of their own half. Clough, they might now. Webb, Glover. Offside was given by the linesman on the far side, Dave Orrell of Wigan. Gillespie's tackle. Liverpool need just one goal now to equal their best of the season. They've had several fours, but never more. Here's Wilson. Pearce. Oh, well played. Stuart Pearce again. Crosby coming in from the far side. Glover tries to get there, and Gillespie clears. And just look who kept the ball in there. Peter Beardsley on the far side, even though Ablett couldn't. Glover. Oh, what a good That was by Neil Webb.